Didn't he die a long time ago?
Is that a shocker? Like, what did you expect, though?
That's my point.
He wanted my mom.
Is your mom hard? I feel like your mom is hard.
It is a fried _up_ facts. We're about to kick in with the fried _up_ facts. Like I just said, it is Nkosana Kumetenu Kubane Kungizbiza Ukumane Mandla _Gamin Love on air in your ears. And make sure you stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hey, subscribe.
Subscribe. Hey, Hunzima.
And turn on those post notifications. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we as get to company team Balami. Pete Umasmelane _RSA. Usamgelis Wagasmelane, the self-proclaimed main character. And a co-casting on the mic. Check.
You already know the vibe.
Yes, sir. So today it's a very band, guys. This is a very weird time slot we're shooting a shot at. And thank you to everybody for showing up.
Hey, it's bonding.
It's bonding.
It's so much bonding.
We showed up and showed out.
If I wasn't sleeping alone, I probably wouldn't have woken up.
Oh,
mind you. And in winter, though.
I'm just saying.
Oh, also, I forgot to say, off cam we got Kanye the back tat, not nice. Let's go, fam. Yeah, man. Some of you said you have a game idea for us.
Yes. So I just wanted to know, you guys know the Never Have I Ever game, right?
Yes. Love.
So I'm gonna toss it around, and you guys have to be as honest as possible, right. Even people off camera, ne? As honest as possible. So I'm gonna start with you, ne? Never have I ever muffed a girl.
Yo, I can't.
She came out the gates jumping, my man.
It's a nice icebreaker.
I mean,
never have I ever muffed a girl. The parents are watching. I want you to know. I want them to know.
They are watching.
Yes, when.
Never have I ever.
I have a good one.
Answer, Kala.
You know, that is a very good question, Mas Melanie.
Yes, so you're gonna leave us with a guess?
He answered. He answered.
Gotta watch the show in order to find the answer.
Damn, Kyle.
I missed it. But I'm assuming, is the question for me as well?
Yes, it is.
No, we have to do different questions.
Okay,
but I want to know if Kyle has ever done it too.
Yeah, Kyle, if she wants to know.
I never.
Damn.
Is that a shocker? Like, what did you expect, though?
That's
like,
my point.
What are you expecting?
Okay. Now to you, Sam. Never have I ever had unprotected sex.
Yo, now
I mean, but...
Mike.
I have.
How was it?
No, wait. He didn't show you. No. It's
what time wahamba singing is ago? Yeah.
What's the question?
Well, the question is...
Never have I ever hooked up with a slut.
Not a slut. Had sex with a family member.
Ooh. Wait, do cousin count?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's fam, bro.
Oh, that's fam.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I never.
Why are you asking like that?
I was asking. I never.
Very zesty. So, today I wanted us to go on the Gibberish prank. It is a video I bumped into on TikTok. So there is this girl, she's doing voice notes to her mom, but the voice notes are 5 seconds. Like, hey mama, guti, and then it cuts. You know, black parents, their responses were very like
crazy.
Like, they blew my mind away. I'm going to project it up for us soon. Yeah, and go.
Hey, mommy pay. Mommy pays crazy.
Akumele ngicokeze basebenzi yiwe nomsungishanyela wena nje egoli bathi yazi amandla wekho ngathi sesifike egoli amandla wekho hayi uhlala lapho wena negoli uyashanya yini manje uNkulunkulu wami lokubonga Hayi bo ingane yami singanjalo umqondo. Uhlala amanzi engekho impuzulu iminyaka. Umfundisi uyabuya e-State Cape uthe uzobuya ngebhasi.
Hayibo.
Bona kuba ngibizela abangani bakho labo hlezi ukuthi labo bangani bakho odla nabo. Ngibatshele kontero ngamantombazana asephakathi uNkulunkulu. Yabo nje le hayi angimazi lona kubonga uhlanya mina. Hayi wena usuhlanya straight. Hawu, wakuphi umfundisi mntanami? Wena ngangigcine la ngibona kuba mnyama engingavula amehlo ngibona abantu. Oh, shisinkosi sami uyazi ukuthi usuyahlanya.
Uyahlanya ngani yami.
Uzophuma nini yazi ukuthi le ndaba phela indaba engahlekiswe nokubonga. Uyakhona straight. Hayibo, umuntu mase kuba mnyama vele kuzoba mnyama. Uma ubheka vele uzobona abantu. Hayibo. Umfundisi uthi bazosheshe babuye ngoba manje kusasa bakuthi emgcwabeni waMandela.
Hawu.
Baphi?
Oh, ansifuseke. That's so black mom coded. Tshela umfundisi ukuthi ngithene fuck off.
Sorry, I'm
Manani we
trying.
guys. Izolo I almost got crucified.
Can I translate to Kyle?
For 10 marks, please. I think. I'm like, I was on
So what is happening, right? It's this kid speaking gibberish. So the first line is like something like, Ma, when I close my eyes, it becomes black, and when I open them, I see people. The other one is like, and then the mom is like, God, what else do you expect? Because when you close your eyes, of course it's gonna be black. And now she's speculating, is like people have witchcraft on you. Actually, you are crazy. Actually, this is serious. It's not even funny. You are crazy.
The most unhinged part was when she said, "Mom, the pastor from Eastern Cape is coming back, and then he's gonna be going to Nelson Mandela's funeral."
You know,
Bro, didn't he die a long time ago?
Dog, it was crazy.
Why
Man.
do I feel like that's the best? Like, especially pranking your mother. Like, they're so gullible. I feel like
I would never prank my mom.
I did.
She would fly to Cape Town.
it's on site,
You
bro.
guys-
Try.
you know what we should do?
Let's call
We
her.
should
Let's
try
call her.
it.
Let's call her and prank call her.
And say what?
Yes.
Can you add the number on
You know what I say?
Okay.
I will call and be like, Ish, I have something to tell you. From some is kind of pregnant, huh? I'm gonna tell her I made her pregnant.
Okay, come.
You know, you want me to talk? No. Madla should talk.
Okay, Mandla, talk. But
No,
we can't
don't
call her
say-
on my phone.
Tabang, can you add on your phone?
I don't have a time, Mus.
Ah.
So yeah, but it makes sense calling her on your phone. Tell her like you're too scared to talk to her. You feel? And
be
then
like,
so-
Mom.
And we're like, Ish, we didn't know how to tell you. Like,
Okay, it's raining.
Okay, who's gonna talk me up?
yes. Yo, tell her we have something to tell you. Then pass it to Mandla.
Okay. She's not answering. Oh shit, she's at work.
Oh, she's at work. Damn. Fuck.
Don't work.
Yo, she dodged the bullet there, hey?
I did.
She dodged the
Because I'm
bullet.
literally telling you, my mom is the most unhinged person on earth. She was gonna fly to Cape Town. We once tried to do it in my first year. We were like, let's prank my mom and say I'm pregnant.
Damn.
I swear to God, my mom was like, so Lana never found out.
She thought you were not having an intercourse.
No, she was like, so now you're sleeping with guys when I sent you to varsity to go study.
God
When
damn,
you're
please.
there, what do you mean you're pregnant? Who's the father? Like,
Oh,
yo, she
no.
kept
But
on
I feel
going
like
and
that.
going and
It
going.
would be so funny just to watch a parent crash out. Like,
Yo.
just push it to the limit.
Oh.
If only we had time, I would have showed you my prank. You remember the prank? It was on YouTube. I took it down though. The scholarship prank on my mom. She's
Oh
like,
yeah.
"You
I saw
Yeah.
it. You were
She was-
sitting next to her and you
and
were
she's like-
lying.
yeah, and she was like, you see now you've wasted my time. I even took off my bra for nothing. I was like, is that the first thing you care about?
Yes.
Like-
Oh, we can prank my mentor.
Who's your mentor?
Mr. Norvind, he's let me not just say it, but like he's like a millionaire and whatever. Let's prank
millionaire?
him, yeah, and tell him he won a coffin.
Hadman
But
millionaire.
rich
Please
people
send me his
are-
number when you when you're done.
Please send me his
number.
number. Why? Because he's
The millionaire, let me
Guys, the money's for me. He sends me the money.
Hey, man.
Are you? You make me suspicious. Is mentor just another word for sugar daddy?
No,
What are you doing?
he's been unless of course you mean he's been grooming me, but he's been my mentor since grade 7.
So since grade 7,
So he has-
No, No, it's nothing like that. Just Mr. Novin always plugs me with
And then-
bursaries. He helped me apply to varsity. You know, it's just things like that. He funded my
Basically, like
school-
your second
school-
dad.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call him a dad because if something
What's that?
important
What about-
happened, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't really
daddy.
run to him like that. You know what I mean? But like, if something here at school happened and maybe like I lost my bursary, he'd be the person I'd call and be like, "Yo, I need a new bursary, whatever," and he's just gonna make it happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, so what? Look, if one day like he wanted to smash, would you let him?
No,
You wouldn't?
If anything, he wanted my mom.
Is your mom hard? I feel like your mom is hard. I feel like your mom is hard.
Bro, the fuck?
Yeah,
He wanted my mom.
Didn't you take offense? It's like, yo, am I not good enough?
No, like he's old.
Oh shit.
He's old. I never looked at him like that. Like
Shame.
from the get go. But he looked at my mom like that. You know.
Damn.
He wanted my
Maybe
mom
he wanted
like
to
that.
be your father, Shay.
Yeah, I think
respect
so
that.
too because there were like 15 of us in the mentorship program and only 2 of us is mentoring. And
But
he
imagine
wanted
like
my mom.
the combo of mom and daughter. I would like to try that. Dating mom and daughter. What do you mean?
Family
Oh,
values.
and it sounds so nice.
Bro, how crazy
But
would
Tabang
that?
does like sugar mummies. I mean, I wouldn't trust Tabang with
With
my
your
mom.
mom?
I wouldn't.
No.
I would trust my mom with Tabang, but not Tabang with my mom. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Damn, Tabang, what you want?
Tabang likes cougars, and also I feel like Tabang would just take my mom's money. I wouldn't receive allowance at all. Like Tabang would just be there on some send me 300
Very
for a
low
joint.
God.
Yeah, joint. You know what I
That is
mean?
something you would do.
Yeah, man. So I also bumped into this other thread on Facebook, right?
Ooh.
So this is gonna be hard because I have to translate, or you're gonna do the.
Okay, I'm gonna
translating.
translate.
Yes, because I'm feeling
Wait,
shy
let me put it
direct
on screen
translation. No, that's cool. Or we can just
Okay,
put
I'm
from
just
here
gonna
from
read.
this. Oh, let's just do it there then.
Okay.
So this is what is happening. Ethi awusho seke wathandana nomuntu oyisigebengu nakhona wathola seniqalile. No, this is not the one you have to think. Can you zoom out? Oh. Yes,
that one?
yes. No, it's not the one. Yes, I'll read the comments from this side.
Okay.
Ngelinye ilanga, okay, this is a comment. So awusho seke wathandana nomuntu oyisigebengu nakhona uthola seniqalile ukuthandana wathola kanjani i-relationship yona yagcina kanjani. So
Okay, basically what they're saying is, have you ever dated somebody who was a gangster or a thief and you found out in the middle of a relationship that your person is a thug? And how did the relationship end? How did you find out and how did the relationship end?
okay, so this is the first comment, right?
Ngelinye ilanga sokhuluma ngoqhekeko olwenziwa abazali emakhaya nge-favoritism yawo. Okay, this one is different.
It's different. It's the second one. Yes. Can
So
yeah?
go
I
back.
think go back to the logo. Yeah. So what happened is, right? This is the first one. The people commented, right? So the first one says, "Putileto unjani." Based on the topic yesigebengu, sathandana nobhuti wakamaphumulo. Wayesebenza security kaSorico. Not sure ngespelling. Ayike ngespelling. Ayike sebenza ebusuku njalo lo bhuti lapho wayephuma eSpani angishiye endlini ngazi ukuthi useSpani mina kanti akalali akayi kwayeSpani uya nje mathanda bakhipha iconnection wemoto zemali emini kufika difference ayisingisi abaZulu. Now I understand ubhala uthi i-difference of friends. Difference of friends. Figure different friends bakhe ngezimoto ezahlukene bamthathe bahambe naye ngimbuze one day angasho lutho agcine sengitshena iqiniso lo muntu wayenamafoni awu2 kodwa abangani bakhe ubanika inamba yami bafona kimi if bemfuna kungixake nje kwayilokho kodwa njalo nje uma sebeyobamba imoto yemali wayengayi yena avale amafoni wakhe ethi nami angophika uma befona bagcina beshone bonke abangani bakhe wasala yena kodwa wagcina eyekile ke ngelinye ilanga wafika nama airtime inqwaba la lalela.
Uyiphanda lo.
Lalela.
Sabo wami.
So I want to go back to this part before I finish. She says, uma sebeyohamba imoto yemali wayengayi yena avale amafoni wakhe ethi nami angomphika uma befona bagcine beshone bonke abangani bakhe wasala yena kodwa wagcine eyekile ke ngelinye ilanga wafika nama-airtime inqwaba nogwayi zonke inhlobo nohlweza ke nemoto eyiginsa baxabana nabangani bakhe bebanga le moto eseqohe ngayo yena kwaleyo moto bayintshontsha kwamashu waphatheka kabi ngimtshena ukuthi vele awuyithenganga nje nawe why ukhala kangaka wagcine eyekile ke kodwa amandla.
Yo. So basically, Kyle,
There was a lot going on.
yeah, there was a lot going on.
There was
So
a lot going
this
on.
girl was dating this guy, and this guy had 2 cellular devices, right? But each time he gave her number away to his friends, right? So he was in car theft.
Like, okay, he was a security. He would give out information for the cash in transit. Yes, cash in transit crimes.
So yeah, hey, it's long. My English bundles are depleting. Yeah, but yeah, something like that then happens, and then so like he never went with them whenever they went to go bomb and rob the
Actually
cars.
hijack the-
Yeah, but he was always there whenever they received the benefits of it, and he used to lie about it, and until eventually he just was honest about it. He came back one day with shitload of airtime, shitload of cigarettes and coins, and even a new car. And and then the car got stolen. And a lot happened in that story.
And he got heartbroken. Some of the friends died, and
All of them. He was
all
the
of
sole
them,
survivor.
the only one who survived. And even when he got the car, they fought for the car, and they stole the car, and he was sad because they stole the car. And the girlfriend is like, "Why are you even crying? Because you didn't even buy the car."
Mind you.
Do you
But
get
like
my
it's
point?
his hard work. I understand.
Hard
no,
work
he's
when
a
he fought
thug.
when,
It is.
But what is your stance on that?
I think, you know what I think?
Sorry, before you start, how's my Zulu reading, by the way?
Terrible. I would have done so much better, and I'm not even from KZN. I'm not even from KZN, but like my Zulu teacher would have given me a 0 out of 10 for reading if I read like that.
No, but in this Zulu Sakastan, yeah? That you're still.
Hey, but I'm just saying, you know, like me personally, I feel like if he's a gangster and like he doesn't tell me. Okay, number one, cute, but like, you know, like cute, like you know, it's like when King Von was like took it to the you know, like it's crazy, it's thrilling, you know. So like, yeah, but
No
like,
wonder.
I don't mind.
You people you date are very questionable. I'm not gonna go because
But
actually, sorry, they never make sense. They never. You see the ex that your ex, your last ex, right?
My ex.
No, aside from the other ones, I'm speaking about the one low Sanda Klugana night. That one, I get it, but I don't. Like I literally don't.
I don't
Completely opposite. I don't know what conversation were you having, and
It's not even her type.
Dumb and dumber. To get my point.
Damn, double homicide. Look, what do you mean?
Not me going to crop this part and post it on my status. But like, yeah, like I'm saying, like for me, like just be honest about your line of work. You know, it doesn't have to be much. We don't have to fight about
But
it.
then if he's honest, that makes you an accomplice. So sometimes it's hiding it from you to actually protect you.
Yeah.
True, but then remember, if it does happen that you do get arrested, nobody's gonna believe I didn't know. So whether you were hiding it from me or not, I'm still an
But
accomplice
it's
by
easier for
virtue
you
of
to
me
be
being.
defended if you didn't know anything from the start than for you to be defended while you knew something because you're gonna be.
But who's gonna know I knew?
Yeah, who's gonna know?
Who's gonna know I
Aye, but when
knew?
you're questioning, you know, women are easy to break when it comes to.
Okay, women.
Interrogations.
Yeah.
No,
You get what I'm
never.
saying? And then
But
you end
yeah,
up
I do.
feeling.
But would you
But if
date
you're on
a
the
woman
plan-
who's a gangster?
Oh, most definitely.
Really?
Oh, you like a baddie. You want a bad. She was down bad.
Hey, man, to be honest, right? It depends on the type of crime also.
Okay.
If
I feel
it's
like-
corporate crime and like easy crime, like mom kids, oh, most definitely. Do you get
Wait, so
my
what if
point?
like she
No,
traffics
not
kids?
to say
and
that
stuff?
mom kids is a crime, but we saw that tax evasion whatsoever. Yeah, what you saying?
I was saying, what if she traffics kids and stuff like?
Damn, that's
I'd like to not answer that one, like, but I wouldn't.
For future reference, please don't answer that question.
Yeah, because I can't.
No,
No, I don't want to be dealing out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
true,
I don't know. I think also to me it would depend on what kind of crime it is. If he's in the business of prostituting women,
I
then
can't.
definitely no.
Do you
You
get
know what
my
I mean?
point?
Wait,
But
say-
if he's there laundering money, like the government does it every day and I still vote. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Support entrepreneurs, by the way.
Yeah. At this point, let me just be there for my
business.
man. You know
But
what I mean?
Here's another one, right? This is the last one. Based on a hey guys, I'm going to I would mean, based on a
Based on today's topic, mina ngithandana nephoyisa iviki elilodwa lafika every day endlini lizongichecka lidakiwe lishintsha izimoto ezi-expensive lifike lixoxe the way li-right ngakhona empilweni lingibonisa umuzi walo omuhle lingafuni icansi liza kahle nje kanti yisigebengu ngenye ifriday langifonela ngefoni engingayazi lathi licela ukuzodropha something like kimi lachaza nje ukuthi lishushumbisa ama-drugs ngabaleka ngalibloka ngoba ngangibona ukuthi ngizofa ngelinye ilanga lifuna ukungidayisisa ama-drugs. Yabo mangithi wayizulu reading is way much better.
I just heard drugs.
oh, okay.
You had me at drugs.
That's
I was
the
like,
lady.
okay, what about it? What about
Yeah.
So,
Druggy.
it was a thing, right? Let me try to direct translate. It's like this girl was dating a cop, and a cop who was busy flaunting his money, different expensive cars, and telling the lady how much is he better off in life and everything. And he didn't even want sex, only for her to find out actually this nigga is a skebengu. She wanted to even use her to
Sell drugs,
yes,
to smuggle drugs.
Yes.
One day he called her saying, "Can I come over to your place to drop something?" Only for her to find out that something was drugs, and yeah, she just blocked him because she was like, "One day this one is gonna use me to smuggle drugs, and I don't want to be a part of
But
that."
South African women always marry Nigerians, though.
Yeah, it's because they are naive and they never really know what these Nigerian men are doing. 9 out of 10 times, South African women who are dating Nigerian men, it's because of money, not because of love. And if you're dating somebody because of money and not because of love, you're only limited to a certain part of their personality. And that's the part that has money all the time. That means when he's broke, you don't know him. When he's angry, you don't know him. You know, because you only know the side of him that is always flaunting money and whatever. So, like, it's not a real relationship. If you're dating,
though.
if you're
I feel
dating
like
an
that's also
averted
then part of
version
the scam,
somebody. Yeah.
basically.
It is part of the scam because I get to know who you are, but you never get to know me. Because the
To a
only
certain
time you
extent.
get to see me is if we're in a Clifton hotel and you know we're
But that's
chilling.
what women actually like.
They don't.
Let me tell you something, especially I'm not gonna expose myself. There's a couple of women I know who basically not dating Nigerians, but who date basically like you get what I'm saying? Yeah, rich niggas. One thing that is common about them, the less needy you are as a man, that's the better for them. So the more you are needy, the more it becomes a job, not a fun experience for them. For instance, what you just said, I always see you in hotels, I always see the only problem when that starts becoming problems when you've caught feelings for the guy, which is wrong because that's another.
You're not there for love, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it. Hence, me now was saying, good see, like I always reiterate this point. I don't want to date for money. I want to date for love. Like I'm not even
man.
gonna kidding. I will, yeah, judge me whatever, but I don't want to date for love for money. Money, no.
Exposed, yay,
No,
true feelings. True
my
feelings.
mind is working fast, but like I don't want to date for money. Always gonna be for love because at the end of the day, you might wake up and your company is broken down, or it's COVID again, and now you can't make money again. What happens to our relationship?
That means you should be empowered. You know what I always
Exactly
say?
my point. Let's do it for love.
Let me
This
say
one.
This. Let me say this. I'm a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
You all know that.
Period.
So it's a thing of like, let's say now I'm facing, if we were together, I should be able to set up some money using your name so that whenever I get summoned into court and my assets get frozen, we still have money to live via you.
Yes.
So as a woman, if you're dating a rich man, which is what they should be pushing for slay queens, get a business, girl. Get yourself a house. Even if the guy doesn't know that you have a house on the side, buy it using your mom's name or something. Get yourself something so that one day, because that nigga's gonna drop you.
Yeah, you're right.
sooner rather
But the
than
thing
later.
is, you know what I think? I think it's all centered around kind of what is it called? There's a scientific term for it. You see, when you don't feed a rat for it to be full, you just feed it just a little bit enough to keep it running, to keep it going, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's what these guys do. These guys will much rather buy you a weave than to
Then
give you the money.
They won't empower you.
They won't empower
but
you.
But if we're speaking on a married type of situation,
Yeah, then on a married type of
you have to.
situation,
If
then
you're
you
marrying
have
a
to.
Ginter, look at what happened to Londi London. She was back to square one. Because we're singing our Mali. She had to start Yankees now, selling hair like this.
From scratch.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
Look at like Tongo. She had to start from scratch after Zuma left her. Do you get my point? Yeah, man, there's this funny, we're still speaking about money and relationship. There's this man who shared how he and his wife have been splitting their bills. Kylie's gonna show this
gonna
out.
pop it up.
What is your stance of sharing bills in a household? How do you perceive it as from a man and a woman perspective?
Kyle, how do you perceive it?
Honestly, I feel like it just makes sense, though. Honestly, when it comes down to
30%.
Can you start from
Sorry.
the first one, eh?
Let me just okay.
Yes, go. Okay. How me and my wife are splitting our finances in 25, sorry. Per PS, we've been married for nearly 4 years and have a toddler. Let's go to the second slide.
Ngathi ngizoba uncomfortable.
We both work full time and I earn just over 30% more than she does.
Oh, so he earns
We also
more.
live in London.
He earns more.
Rent, utilities, council tax, etc. Me, 100%. Wifey, 0%.
Beautiful.
She's my wife, so I owe her a roof over her head, lol.
Good.
Car travel expenses, me 50%, wifey 50%. We both have our own cars. She pays for hers and I pay for mine. I try to help out with maintenance where I can because she don't have a clue about cars.
Okay.
Childcare cost, me 20%, wifey 80%. Little one goes to a nursery 2 days a week so that it is covered by the government. Okay. London is nice, boss. Wifey buys most of her foods and snacks and clothes.
Not that it's nice, it's just like us. Our school care is covered by the government.
Early childhood development care. Don't lie.
What's a school?
Go back. It's crash. South Africa
Crash.
doesn't cover crash. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Nursery.
Oh,
People
yeah.
pay. I know,
Little
bafunde
one,
siyakhula.
Yes.
Oh, do you get what I'm saying?
Siyakhula.
Holiday and vacations. Me, 80%, wife, 20%. I pay for most of these. She would usually book a few staycations, which covers the 20%. Eating out and takeaways, me 40%, wife is 60%. I would say 50-50, but I'm not really sure. We kind of split this one up however we feel like it. Sometimes I pay, sometimes she pays all.
Okay.
Groceries and food shopping, me 10%, wife 90%. Now this one is mad because I'm not allowed to do shopping. Not sure if it's because I do a bad job or because she will micromanage what I buy, so I leave it all to her. I was miscellaneous and extra expenses. Me 75%, wifey 25%. Any random payments that need to be sorted out, etc., I would usually cover.
Okay.
There's the last one. And that's covers it all, guys. This works for us and is not the case for everyone. Thanks for watching. Siyabonga,
Okay,
Nkosana.
What do you think about that?
First of all, most of the things I agree with. You know why? I'll go back with what I've seen in like marital households, right? Yeah, most of the times things like houses, I believe a house and a car, I would pay for that. You, groceries, and the kids. I pay for the school fees halfway, you pay the rest. Do you get my point? Depending on how many kids we have. It's not a thing of like, I believe 30% more than my wife. Of course, I wouldn't want to earn the same amount as my wife. Even if I'm earning the same amount as my wife, I'll make sure that 20,000, if I'm earning less or more than my wife, I'll still be earning more. How? Because now, let me make a typical example. Me being a teacher, right? Earning 20,000, it wouldn't be the same as a normal teacher earning 20,000. Because me, that 20,000, I could multiply it. For instance, start building complexes, houses, starting businesses. So much so, my salary per month ends up becoming maybe round about, let's say 15K extra than what I'm earning, 15 to 20K extra than what I'm earning, making up to be actually equal or more than my wife's salary. So I'm always going to be able to get more money to the household more than she does. So which brings me back to a point where I believe I should buy cars, I should buy the household. As much as which brings me to this other point, I was listening to radio, they were saying, if I bought the house, does my wife's name need to be on the title deed?
Yes.
But yeah, that was just a digression.
Yes.
What do you all think about this, though?
I think their concept is beautiful, and just like they said, it works for them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And what works in their household won't necessarily work in my household. You get what I'm saying? Personally, like I'm a rich girl. Like I'm gonna earn so much, you know, even by virtue of just me doing the profession in Guyo, you know, my startup is already a lot. You know what I mean? And if I continue studying, it's probably gonna be even more. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And also my other ventures like this, we're gonna start making money soon.
Yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean? So I'm gonna have a lot of money. And if I am in a relationship with a man who unfortunately doesn't make as much money
Sorry,
as
can
I
also
do.
ask? There's a man who does not make as much money as you, and then there's a man who does not make much money as you, but is a hard worker.
Yeah, then those are two different men.
Yeah.
Those are two different men. Because if you are comfortable with your wife earning more than you, because you feel like, oh, you princess of a husband.
I feel like it's a flex, though.
Yeah, it is a
Damn,
flex,
bruh.
but you have to understand, Uguti, it's not a flex if you're dealing with the type of woman that I am.
So you're gonna put
Because
me
I like
maintenance.
no,
Oh,
I
wanna put me
like
down,
no.
basically.
Yes, I am high maintenance because I maintain myself.
Period. Get
And
that.
I know how much it costs for me to look the way
Sorry,
that
can
I
you
do.
digress? Yeah,
You know
I've
what I mean?
seen that, you see?
Eh.
I've seen that because I know a person who was independent her whole life, had money, had her own money, have her own house, have her own car. There was a guy whom was trying to get in her life, and the guy was trying to now occupy the space of like acting like now this is his house also. He has money, don't get me wrong, acting like this is his house only, now trying to micromanage the lady.
You know
and
what I
now
mean?
it didn't work out because now the lady was like, actually, Gishapka vibe. Joe.
Gishapka vibe, honestly. So, like, it's kind of...
So I believe what you're saying,
Yeah, it's a
yes.
tad bit difficult to deal with the woman who is making more money
Yes.
than you, you know, financially, you know?
Not even more money. A woman that's just independent, like, you know.
Independent like that, you know what I mean? Because number one, like, you're gonna need to wow her. Like, for me, for example, let me not just digress and be like women. Let me just talk about Usamu, I want. Me, for example, I need you to make me feel like your presence is better than my solitude. You know, and sometimes it's going to be financial. Sometimes you're going to have to take me out on like a trip to Paris or whatever. I'm used to taking myself out to Durban, Mozambique, you know,
You get
but
my
I'm used to
point.
taking myself out. You have
But
to
now
understand
I
that.
have to take you
I'm
abroad.
used to taking myself out. So it's not like I'm asking you to do something that I can't even do for myself. You know what I mean? So if I can do it for me, then you have to do it 10 times more. So that I can be like, that's my man. You know
But
what I
like
mean?
as you
And I
said,
don't feel the
Moses,
need
What
to.
about you, Tabang?
What?
The sharing of finance is what we were just depicting.
That one, yeah. That seems pretty cool, though.
Solid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I agree,
Carl.
most
I
of them.
agree. Like, yeah, I feel like considering that, you know, they live in London, so it's a completely different economy to what it is here in South Africa, you know. But I believe in if considering the marriage has been lasting for 4 years, like they have that sorted out for themselves. But I feel like in most relationships, it'll come down to 50-50 for me personally, like that's how I feel. Even when it comes to house and cars,
That
like
is 50-50.
Basically.
you think.
No,
No,
it is.
it's not.
No,
But
it is
actually,
because
it's
he
60,
takes
40.
care.
Yeah, 60-40,
64, but like
40.
it's more of a 50-50 vibe because
Yes,
like
yes, true.
you take care of, you know,
Of
the
the
needs.
needs.
I take care of
The
some of the
wants,
needs
yes,
and the wants. You get what I
She
mean?
basically does groceries.
She does grocery, like it's not a want, that's a need, you know. We have
Yeah.
to
It is
eat
a need, but
every
I'm just
day.
saying,
Yeah,
she
and
does
she takes
groceries.
care of the child, you know. Anything that the child needs,
She
she's there
covers.
financially, and she also takes care of herself. So like that sounds to me like a 50-50.
How? Because you're naked and
No, like she's taking
As
care
long
of
as you're
herself in the
okay.
sense of she pays for her own car.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
so
Oh, God.
so she probably
Sometimes,
pays. So she probably pays for her own hair, her own nails.
But he
you know
pays
what I mean?
for maintenance of the car, which is mostly what charges a lot of money, more than paying for the car.
But like that's a once off.
It's not.
If my brakes
yeah.
don't work, it happens once in like every 3 years.
No,
You know,
but, like,
like it
maintenance-
doesn't
Sorry,
happen
you
every
do
week.
service every 15,000 kilometers, which amounts to 3 times a year.
Hey, Babe, right?
Quick
You get my point. But yo, man, that's how we just.
Okay,
yeah,
plot
man.
twist.
And that's how we're gonna end our show right here on Friday_up_.
Facts.
And from me, Nkosana Kumentino Kubane Kongizbiza Ukumane Umandla _ Mpete Ukonya the back tat, not nice.
sir.
Mpete Ukalsten on the mic check. And Mpete Nkosazani Ala Indlini Usamgelis Wagasmelane Masmelane _RSA. And it is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Bye.
Top you.
Yo.
I noticed, ne?
Yeah. It's like you want to run away. Like.
I'm like, okay, where am I ending? This guy's like, it's a wrap.
But-
Thank you.
Like, why are you running?
Ngiyakhathala ukuhlala phansi.
Let's chill.
Yeah.
Keep it fuck up.
That you beggar on top of this to close that white thing.
Oh, I had to put it on full blast for Mandla's skin, you know?
Eish. Eish.
Yeah, different levels. So we are about.
On this episode.
Yeah, it's just